Coronavirus. That's right, I said it and I'll say it again. Coronavirus. Today I want to talk to you about the truth about coronavirus, talk to you about some points I think you need to hear with regards to the virus and how to react to the virus, how we're acting regarding coronavirus as a society as a whole. Let's get to it. So today I want to talk you through a couple facts regarding the coronavirus. And I know it can be a scary issue for some, and I will not argue the fact that it can be a dangerous virus, even a deadly virus for some. So we want to make sure 100% that we're taking care of ourselves. But another thing I'd like to bring to your attention, and I want to bring to light, is we have seen worse viruses as a species, right? As a human race, as a society, we have seen worse viruses in the world, those that have been far more deadly or far more dangerous to us as humans. So in the grand scheme of viruses, to me, this one does not look as intense as some other ones that we've seen. And you may be saying to yourself, Dave, why are you saying that? I want to bring to mind, and I want to remind you the importance of remaining positive and driving the right sort of values and the right sort of mental notes to yourself so that you can appropriately address the situation that's going on right now. I know a lot of people are scared about the virus, maybe panicking or in fear of this sort of thing, and a lot of people may not be as well. But I want to speak a little bit to that panic point. And again, as I mentioned, we've seen far more dangerous viruses. And I want to bring to mind, I want to bring to your attention the importance and the reality of how you handle the situation, right? We, as people, are about the journey. Life is about the journey and the things you do and how you react to different kinds of situations. A lot of the times when we're going through change can be scary, right? And it's very normal for people to be scared of change, whether you're getting a new job or maybe you're dating someone new or you're going through some changes in life. Maybe you're having a kid or something along those lines, planning your first vacation, something like that. Change can be scary, right? You're moving to a new city. A lot of the times, change can be scary, and I can totally appreciate that. And I know this is kind of a more dangerous or a negative change compared to a lot of the other change we see. But it's important to remind yourself about that kind of natural animalistic reaction that we have. As humans, we are animals, and we react in that way where we see this change, we get really scared, right? This is not a virus we're used to seeing. But it's important to remind yourself that the actions that you take impact the situation as a whole. So again, panicking about the situation as opposed to being informed about the situation and making sure you're being cautious, but at the same time not panicking and remaining calm about the situation is very, very important. So if you look at a lot of these videos that I've been trying to bring to your attention, and especially this one where I'm addressing directly the coronavirus, you want to make sure you're doing those appropriate cautionate procedures. For example, washing your hands. If you don't need to go outside, minimizing that exposure and not going outside and going to those, for example, more crowded areas. That being said, you'll see I'm still going to the grocery store. I'm still going out and doing what I need to do, at least those essential things, in order to make sure that I'm continuing to live my life and at the same time not stressing out about the situation, but minimizing that risk to myself. And I think that that's the place to be and something to remind yourself, again, if you're finding yourself in this situation. Now, I can definitely understand and appreciate that this is a dangerous virus, again, especially for some of our older generation. And again, that's a scary thing, and it's something we want to make sure that we're being cautious of. But there are steps that you can take as an informed individual, as an informed citizen, or as an informed, I was going to say American, but you could be anywhere in the world watching this video. I know we've got a lot of friends over in the UK as well, as an informed human that can help you manage this situation more intentionally and at the same time remain more calm and happier as you go about your day-to-day. And that's why I wanted to bring this video to you. I want to remind you of the importance, again, of your mindset as we go through these situations. It's important that we continue to do things that we enjoy, that we bring smiles to our own faces, that we look for the silver lining in situations like this, right? Again, coronavirus is not something to smile at or laugh about. It's not something that we're happy about, I think, as a species. But again, you want to do what you can do to bring that happiness to yourself, to your family, to your kids, or to your relatives. You want to make sure you're doing what you can do to just make your days generally better. And another point I want to touch on this is very important. It's kind of, this is a fact, I would say, regarding coronavirus, but just regarding humans and life in general. Something that I read a long time ago, which was very interesting, is those who are experiencing, I want to say, I'm not sure if it's cancer or just life-ending sort of dangerous events, those who are religious have a much higher sort of success rate or percentage survival rate than those who are not. And I don't think religion really has anything to do with this situation. I think it's about belief. And I think it's about faith, and I think it's about mindset. If you, in that same situation, forget the religious component, but if you believe in yourself, if you think in a very positive light and you think, I'm going to get through this illness, you have the mental ability, in addition to obviously physical capabilities. Physics, obviously, and physical abilities play a big part in your surviving situations or your handling illnesses and that kind of thing. But your mental piece, you don't want to underplay that. You don't want to undervalue the importance of your mind in driving you through situations, especially like this one, where a lot of the challenges that we may see we're running into right now are more around limited grocery supplies, or people are very concerned, or different arguments of people having on social media. You want to make sure, again, you're putting yourself in the right mindset where you're being cautious, but at the same time, trying to remind yourself of the happy things in life. You know, we're very fortunate to be here. We're fortunate to have the opportunities we do have. I'm very fortunate to be able to share this video with you, and hopefully you could appreciate being a part of this video with me, and thank you for being a part of the video with me. And reminding myself of those things that bring that happiness and that positivity to my life are what help make every day great, regardless of what the situation is in the world. So I want to remind you of the importance with the coronavirus and with illnesses in general, or with any change that may be scary or new or different or negative, to remind yourself of the positivity, to remind yourself of the facts, to try to remain as logical and as calculated as you can, and at the same time inform yourself and be cautious so that you can live a happy and positive life, and at the same time a safe life. Another thing that sets us apart from a variety of different animals is our intellect, right? Our mind and our ability to kind of build something greater, right? Not only are we alive and are we living our day-to-day, eating food and that kind of thing, but we've invented electricity, we've invented houses, and we've invented places to live, we've invented roads and cars. There's so much, pretty much everything you see in the world, right? This camera, this YouTube channel you're probably watching this video on, or the internet, or the computer you logged on from, is all things that we've created specifically individually as a species that no other animals have been able to create, and we're very fortunate to be in that position. And I want to remind you again of the importance of us kind of banding together as people and working together and helping one another, as opposed to working individually to create these changes and to make the world a better place, to create new technologies, to create websites, to create cars or computers or internet. These are all things that we've done together as people. And individuals may have been big parts of any of these initiatives, but generally a lot of these work couldn't have done without multiple people coming together. And I want to remind you of the importance as well in this situation of considering those around you, of being mindful and being positive and treating those around you with respect. You want to make sure that not only are you looking out for yourself, but you're trying to do everything you can to take care of others as well. Because if you pay it forward and we all pay it forward to try to take care of others, hopefully others will do the same. And eventually that karma will come back to us and others will try to take care of us as well. So there's small things on this, right? Again, I know there's a lot of things going around in terms of groceries right now and making sure we're buying reasonable amounts, but just leaving space within different people in the grocery store can be one point, and we can take it all the way to the other side as well. And I urge you, if you're watching this video, you may want to even consider donating your time, your money to some of these organizations, let's say Meals on Wheels or sorts of organizations that can help some of those in society who may be really struggling right now. You may find that there are those around you who may be losing their jobs in this situation because companies are really having to downsize. I know a lot of airlines and a lot of cruise lines and travel companies, vacation companies, entertainment companies are running into a lot of challenges with the current situation. They're having to downsize companies. Or maybe you're finding yourself, you're in a really challenging position because you're having to commute into work, but you don't necessarily feel safe or as comfortable going to that work location or being in that work environment. And so you're really running into challenges on that. It's important to be mindful of others and realize that everyone else is also going through a challenging situation. And if we all band together and think about this in the most calculated way that we can, we're going to do better as a people than if we find ourselves in a situation where we're all kind of isolated and working against one another. If we think about the future of our species, the success and the growth of our species, it comes with us working together. It comes with us thinking of one another and taking care of one another and collaborating with one another and providing value for one another. And that's, I feel like, something I want to touch on here with this video is, obviously, I've touched on coronavirus in this video, and that's obviously, you may or may not know, impacts kind of how my video can be found and searched and monetized here on YouTube. But I'm not concerned about that. I want to make sure that I'm bringing what you need to hear to your attention, that I'm saying to you that you need to remind yourself, and you need to remind yourself of the positivity. You need to continue to think about what's good in life and in the world and continue to bring around that positive, calm mindset as you continue to be cautious in this situation. And again, take care of others in addition to making sure that you're taking care of yourself. And because I feel it's such an important message, I wanted to make sure that I delivered it in whatever form I needed to. If I needed to really bring about to your attention the importance and the truth of coronavirus and the things you need to hear, talk to you about the facts you need to hear about coronavirus, I want you to be aware of it. Again, I know it is a dangerous virus and it's a scary situation, but at the same time, we've been through worse as a species. But what's really going to hurt us, what's really going to result us in a challenging situation, if everybody's hurting each other, if everybody's kind of fending for themselves and going against one another. I've heard of some amazing initiatives from a lot of companies really supporting their employees as well, in terms of making sure employees get what they need, whether it's paid time off, or they're making sure their employees have the ability to work from home or deal with challenging situations. If they're feeling ill, making sure that they're taking care of those employees and giving them that time off, regardless of the situation, paid and that sort of thing. So I think that this is really impactful, and this can really drive us forward as humans and as a society. And every time we find ourselves in a situation like this one, these are some of those defining moments that determine the future of the human species and the human race, in my opinion. Again, it's important to make sure that we're being mindful of what we're doing and how it's impacting those around us, not just ourselves. You may say to yourself, well, I've loaded up on all the toilet paper in the world, so I'm going to be good. But for one, I'm pretty confident that you won't need all the toilet paper in the world. And secondly, you may be creating a challenge for others in the world where that may sort of negatively impact the rest of the other economics in the economy, and then come back around to you and make things more challenging for you, right? If everyone finds themselves in a situation, for example, where they're trying to buy every food item they can find, then there won't be enough food to go around, versus if we're all being mindful and taking care of one another and knowing here's a reasonable amount and here's what works and here's what we need, then we can make sure that we're also taking care of others as well. And if you think about the way that just food in general is set up in that kind of system, there's a process, right? It takes a long time for food to get from initial development to available at a grocery store or available at a restaurant, right? You think about the process of growing or harvesting the plant or animal. I won't get too much into the process of making food here, but you've got to obviously take that, let's say plant, for example, transfer it into some other form, package it up, send it to a facility that then again kind of transforms it into another form, puts it in a container that can then get shipped out into large boxes, which goes to a wholesaler. Wholesaler ships it out to other distribution centers. So there's a process in terms of groceries. So we can say we're running into a challenge when it comes to groceries, but it's also important to remind yourself that there's a system here, right? There's still so many different plants out there that we can eat and we'll be okay. So you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you're panicking about this sort of thing because it seems like groceries aren't available, that sort of thing. It's important to remember over the long term, we've created a system as a species where we're really, again, looking out for ourselves, taking care of our people and our society, and making sure we have what we need. So keep that in mind as you're thinking about this situation, and make sure that you're trying to keep as calm as possible, as happy as possible, and taking care of yourself. What do you think of this topic? I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. I had a whole bunch of different thoughts on this. I didn't even bother to write down my different thoughts and script this because there was so much I wanted to say. I just wanted to start talking to you as soon as I possibly could and share this with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Are there any other points on this you'd like to touch on, or any other concerns you may have? Even if there's a different perspective you want to speak to, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and let me know you liked it. And if you haven't already, for more fun adventures, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed. Anything from home adventures, theme park adventures, food adventures, healthy and well-being, and of course happiness and positivity. I'm trying to make sure I'm focusing on all that. And I'm continuing to think about, in the coming weeks here, or in the coming days, or whatever it might be, how I'm going to continue to reform some of my videos so I can give you exactly what you need to make sure you're staying happy and healthy out there. And let me know what you think of this video as well. And one other thing on this topic, just as I read different social media, I see a lot of this, and I want to make sure I'm bringing this up as well. I feel like a lot of the time, these sorts of situations, or any type of situation, can become very political. And people make it very political where, we're on this side, we're on that side, in terms of how people are acting regarding, for example, coronavirus, or in terms of anything along those lines, jobs and money distribution, how we're handling it, that sort of thing. Where, again, the way I see that is kind of divisive. We want to, again, try to band together and be a team as a species and as a people. So, to me, I avoid saying anything like, I'm on this side or I'm on that side. And I don't really resonate with one side or the other, quite honestly. Because, again, it's just kind of divisive. It kind of separates people, where I want to help bring us together. So, if you're seeing something where someone's kind of really speaking hard to one side and you feel really strongly on the other side, I would encourage you maybe to just try to bring things together where we're focusing on the positive, or focusing on taking care of ourselves and each other and bringing to light those important things. I was thinking about making a video as well in terms of here's how I wash my hands, here's how I take care of myself during coronavirus and other illnesses. Here's how to not get it. If you want to see that sort of thing, let me know what you think. Another thing I was thinking about was maybe making a video on how I avoid or how to prevent yourself from getting coronavirus, how to take care of yourself in light of coronavirus, washing my hands and that sort of thing. So maybe I'll do something along those lines. Let me know what you think of that idea as well. I know a lot of people have probably spoken to that point as well, but I think, again, it's important to keep top of mind the kind of minimize panic and maximize caution as possible. And calm caution is kind of the way we want to go, at least the way I want to go. So let me know what you think of that. I think the daily reminder, that sort of thing, or weekly reminder, or whatever it might be, doesn't hurt, you know? Another thing I'd like to take the time to do here today is to speak to the coronavirus and talk a little bit more about coronavirus and say coronavirus a couple more times so that those who are really worried about coronavirus and want to know more about coronavirus or maybe panicking about coronavirus can have the coronavirus video, this coronavirus video, brought to their attention so that they know, again, to remain calm and make sure they're taking care of themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and say coronavirus 100 times here and make sure that you're sharing this with friends. If they need to hear this message, let them know that this message is on my mind as well and make sure they're taking care of themselves. So here we go. Coronavirus, 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 coronavirus updates, coronavirus updates, coronavirus updates, coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus updates, coronavirus updates, coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. Coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. You should try this. Saying the same word 100 times not easy. Coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. Another thing that I think is very important to do in these sorts of situations is, again, kind of be positive and kind of make light of situations, kind of bring as much happiness to ourselves. And a lot of the times I kind of make this humor and try to tell funny jokes. And I know sometimes, depending upon kind of where you sit in that sort of medium, can be more appreciated, maybe less appreciated by some. So I can totally understand as well. If some of these kind of making light and telling some of these jokes are less your speed, totally let me know what you think of that as well. But one thing that's kind of come to mind for me is, as I'm thinking about the coronavirus, is Corona, the beer company, going to change their name because of this? Because I could definitely see that possibly happening, or just some impact there. And I found that kind of funny. So if you think that's a funny little thing, or if you have any thoughts on that, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. But what else can we do to try to bring that positivity to you, bring that smile to your face? Love to hear your thoughts. I'm working on a couple different video ideas. In fact, I've got several video ideas. All I have to do is find the time to make all these videos and, of course, set them up and share them with you. So let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for being a part of the adventures with me as always, and I hope this was helpful to you. I really, again, want to try to bring that positivity and the happiness to you, inspire you, and leave you kind of motivated, happy, and positive as you go about, especially and even in these challenging situations. I think it's especially important for me during this time to speak to this sort of thing. So I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Do you agree with me? Does this make sense? Do you have any other thoughts? Let me know. Thanks for being a part of it, and until next time, play on.